So here's just a quick little video of this cute little thing here. I don't do a lot of side work these days anymore, but there are some exceptions to the rules, and this little ripper here is a perfect example. Believe it or not, this belongs to a little old lady. She's a sweet old gal, and she's not real old by any means, but you know, 60s probably. Unfortunately, the car does have a bit of rot. She said there was about 2 years where she wasn't really able to get it waxed and whatnot, and she thinks that might be part to blame of that. Good question. These things do rot out pretty bad. It is the GS V6 model, fully loaded with the spoiler, the rear wiper, everything. It's a very slick little car, and these are definitely a dying breed of little car because, of course, they rotted out so bad. It's even got the little front lip thing going there. The teeny tiny little 1.8 liter V6. If I remember correctly, it's a 1.8. I'm trying to think of 1.8, 1.7. I'm sure it's a 1.8. Yeah, it was a 1.8. But close the old hooder there. Cute little Mazda. 94, I believe, if I remember correctly. The real problem is where the struts mount up in the back here is getting rotted pretty bad. So realistically, this car's only got a couple of years left on it in a sense. Of course, the power seat belt doesn't work properly. The usual chewing on the seat. That's the one complaint she has, is she had some back surgery done not that long ago. And it is a little harder for her to get in and out of the car. Did I say back surgery? Hip surgery. Otherwise, the interior is actually in pretty good shape. She keeps it clean. She takes care of it. You know, the seat ripping is pretty normal. But as you can see, it's got the power windows, different controls. That's kind of what the funky thing on these things is. You've got the door pull with the power window switch in it there. And this one, instead of a door pull, you've got the little cupper. And then your window switch is there, and the power locks are actuated by the key in the actual door. It also works when you just unlock and lock it there. Otherwise, this is a loaded little car. The AC actually still works and everything. It's got cruise. Very cute little car. Only has 126,000 rounds on it. This is one of those things that it has to be saved, you know. 2 years time when she's ready to get rid of it. If I don't know of somebody that wants it, I'm gonna have to buy it myself and stick it up north or something, because it's just too cute of a little car to just let it end up dying and going to the junkyard, especially being it's the V6 model. It has the 4-wheel disc, parking brake still works, and yeah, best feature of all right there. This is a little old lady's car, believe it or not. So we'll take her for a quick little fucking rip here, eh? Oh yeah, chattery windshield wipers. Y'all can go ahead and get on me about driving with my fucking phone in my hand and whatnot, but believe me, I know it's not necessarily a good idea, and it might be considered illegal. That's a good question. But I don't have one of them there fancy GoPros that you don't attach to your helmet or your hat or whatever the heck it is that fancy people do. Fancy things. Her concern was just whether or not there was anything tune-up related needed, or she said it was rattling. I'm not hearing any actual rattling. I'm just hearing the usual old car bumps and noises, but I mean, it's solid. I put struts in it last year, and she's definitely got a solid ride, that's for sure. I did the tune-up on it last year too, so obviously it doesn't need a tune-up or anything. But yeah, this is just these things are such slick little cars. And this one especially, being it's the loaded package. I mean, if it was just a stripped out 4-cylinder with the same rust problems, I wouldn't be too concerned about trying to save it or nothing. But it is the GS model. A lot of people do rip the 1.8s out of these things and put the 2.5 KLZE, KLDE motor from the larger Mazda chassis. Then these things just go like stink, because that's a pretty peppy motor, that 2.5. This thing's got a bit of pep to it, but it's certainly nothing fast. the fact that Mazda made a 1.8 liter V6 is honestly kind of silly. I bet you if this thing had the BP18, the 1.8 twin cam motor that Mazda made around the same time under the hood, it would probably be faster. But you know, it's just one of those quirky little things. That this car has been super good to her. I don't remember if she said she's the original owner. I think she is. I want to say she bought this thing brand new, if I remember correctly. If she wasn't the original, she's the second. Pretty positive she says she's the original owner. But I mean, this thing just purrs like a kitten. You know, if it didn't have a stock muffler, she'd make a cute little sound, that's for sure. I don't know if I got a little bit of a runway here. Just kind of just squeeze a little toot out of her. I don't you know. Yeah, she scoots pretty dang good. She scoots better than my Neon, I'll tell you that. My Neon's a friggin' pooch. But then again, my Neon's got oversized tires, a 394 transmission, and you know, 200,000+ mile oil burner of a single cam, so I don't expect a whole lot out of her. But that Neon can still pull a trailer load of shit better than a lot of vehicles of the size, so ain't nothing wrong there. But yeah, that's just my quick little rip around in this cute little Mazda MX-3, just out for a rip.